So, Alicia,
Stacy.
question of the day. What do you do when it feels like self-care requires two completely opposite solutions or approaches?
You mean other than feeling anxious and panicking and freaking out?
Yes, could we have door B, please?
Well, Stacy, this is why we're doing this second video in our 4-part series on the real truth about self-care. And today we are talking about setting boundaries, because that is really, truly the only way to feel some sense of real self-care. Talk about boundaries, Stacy.
Well, it's interesting. I think sometimes we get focused on self-care in terms of things to do for ourselves, and we
Yes,
forget that we ourselves live within the context of our lives, and there are lots of demands on us all the time. Work
that's right.
demands, home demands, even demands we put on ourselves, but certainly there's a lot going on. And so I think that part of what self-care requires is a little bit, we talked last time about mindset. It's some clarity about what is it that I actually want or need.
That's right.
And to be able to communicate that clearly, I think is so important.
Well, and it is the both and, right? Like, to just be really clear, like, you and I are both entrepreneurs. We work with clients who work 40, 50, sometimes 60 hours a week, right? They want to be successful in their jobs, and they also want to spend quality time with their families. It's a both and.
Absolutely. It's and both are important, right? The truth is that they both are real. And so I had a client that this was very present for her. And so we shared the strategy that she used, and she found great support and relief in this strategy in basically acknowledging my job requires more than 40 hours a week. And I also really want to spend quality time with my family after I'm home from work. And so for her, she was able to put some real boundaries in place around how she was going to spend the time in the evening. And it is hard to express how much support this was for her, just in making sure that everyone knew, her workmates knew, her family knew what the plan was, so she could just be present in those moments wherever she was and be more efficient and more effective.
That's right. And we love Brene Brown. Here's a really simple way to set a boundary. Here's what's okay, and here's what's not okay.
That's
So
right.
we would invite you to try that with your family, friends, loved ones, work colleagues. And we also love this quote from Brene Brown: daring to set boundaries is about having the courage to love ourselves even when we risk disappointing others. And
Yes.
just a little teaser into our next video, we're going to talk about how do you handle that guilt whenever you are afraid that you are going to disappoint others.
Really important.
So I'm Alicia Davis.
And I'm Stacy Watson.
Follow us at tlstransforms.com. Email us info@tlstransforms.com. We support leaders and how they are being while they are doing. Take care.
Take care.